Oh, shit.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the Kill Podcast, Season 4, Episode 12. I'm your host, Damon Mitch. We're going to get into some new Shah Infinite right here. This one's called Dead. Here we go, let's do it.
And if nobody with it, I'm taking the lead. I'ma just slide so nobody breathing. Spinning the block, but I don't got a reason. Spinning the block, but I don't got a reason. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. And if nobody with it, I'm taking the lead. I'ma just slide so nobody breathing. Spinning the block, but I don't got a reason. Spinning the block, but I don't got a reason. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. I heard them niggas all shot and they dead. I heard my up all shot and they slad. Pussy ass nigga gets a devil, get him whack. Gotta show him what it's about. If he don't show me my respect, pinstripe, cause you wearing pipe, hold DMX. I've been in the line, no you don't got next. Try to play about it, we can jailhouse wreck. Do you want your cornbread? I'ma eat yours next. Nigga, I'm the baby pappy, cause your girl like sex, and you know it. You're a liar. This is clearly not a movement. We can't get jiggy, the shit that you groove with. My shit in pocket like I brought a pool stick. My shit'll put you up under them tulips. My shit gon' flow like canoe trips. My shit gon' blow up girls we went to school with. Never nothing you should fool. And if nobody with it, I'm taking the lead. I'ma just slide so nobody breathing. Spinning the block, but I don't got a reason. Spinning the block.
Mine gonna blow up like girls you went to school with. Oh man, I love when that guy raps.
Man, who you telling?
Oh man, he's very good at the melodies. But man, when that guy raps, man,
It's been a while since we got some Shah Infinite, man.
Yeah, man, that's some new Shah Infinite dead, man. And me and Cruz big fans of Shah over here, man.
Shout out to my bro.
Heard the ops is outside. You see your ops outside, nephew? You going outside to say what's up? Like go see what's up, or it's on site. Like I don't. Can you see your op and it not be up?
I'm a very friendly guy. I don't beef with nobody. I'm just a podcaster.
Oh, okay, so you don't have ops.
I don't
have ops. I feel like you have to think you have ops to have ops.
Everybody thinks they have ops, and it's like you know somebody. Yeah, I'm on refloor shit because I gotta shine on my haters, and then you get like one hater or no haters. It's like you don't have haters. You have made up haters. I feel like, you know.
Like that person outside.
I don't shoot
think about you.
I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't shoot people. I don't do nothing. I'm just the only thing I'm shooting is podcast, and the only thing I'm stepping on is this shag rug right here. That is it.
This shag rug.
Niggas ops is they supervisors at work because they take it.
That's an op, bro.
There you go. Your
That's a real op.
My supervisors like me.
Well, not my supervisor. More so the. Never mind. It's a public.
Public point. You don't want to put them out? Okay. That's all right. We can go ahead and get started.
My job is great. Seriously, my job is great.
I'm telling you.
Shout out Shah Infinite. Shout out The Village. Really enjoyed that.
Absolutely.
How y'all feeling? Let's get into the episode. Let's go ahead and get started, man. Feels like we right back. We took that long break, but now we feel like we back rolling, right?
Yeah, we got a good groove going on.
Yeah, nephew
now.
said, "Dang, didn't we just record an episode?" Yeah, we did. That's how it's supposed to feel. Well, speaking of nephew, go ahead and introduce my co-host. To my right, I've got Casper, Boogie. He's got a new one, doesn't he?
Nope.
No? Nope.
Oh,
Your Honor. That's what it is, Your Honor. I'm just going to call him Your Honor. Your Honor.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to short it down to Your
yeah.
Honor. The judge of the twerk contest, Your Honor, a.k.a. Your Honor. How you doing today, bro?
I'm all right, man.
Everything feeling good, real nephew?
Staying out the way, man.
Can't complain.
Enjoying life every day, smiling.
Sounds good. And to my left, I've got Donnie Simpson, Duke Wellington, a.k.a. his new nickname, Cutwater Cruz.
I told you he was fucked up off that shit.
Hell, man. They got me job blitz, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah. Cutwater had Cruz like...
Yeah.
I put my mother Cutwater for her birthday. She liked it.
Oh yeah. I bet she did.
Which one she had?
The lime.
Everybody liked that one.
I keep on drinking if you cut the check, Cutwater.
There you go. Straight up. There you go.
Let me look at my camera. I will fully endorse y'all if y'all cut the check. I ain't gonna say no more.
I ain't had a bad flavor. I know I'm stretching it, Cruz. We trying not to promo and all that, but I ain't had a bad flavor yet. I done tried a few flavors. The Long Island flavor.
I've had a bad flavor.
The bad flavor of the Cutwater?
Yeah, I've had a bad one.
Really?
Yeah.
But it still crushed you, didn't it?
I didn't drink it because it was bad.
All right.
I took a sip. I was like, oh, this shit, ugh.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Not
That's
for you.
how I was.
For that mango?
Yeah, the
Yeah, but you
mango
only
and
like you a champagne drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even.
You're not a drinker.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
don't
really
drink nothing
big in
at
the
all.
city? Like everybody on
Bro,
the
that shit got
From
bro,
what
that
I
shit got
hear, yeah.
DC by
I
the
wonder.
nuts.
Yeah,
bro.
it's got. Yeah.
Bro, that shit got DC by the nuts, bro.
By the nuts. Wow.
By the nuts.
Damn, they got a tight grip on
I'm laughing so hard face I did
Bro,
when he
that's-
recognized
bro.
my face.
You seen motherfucking Friday After Next when Cat Williams had Terry Crews
Oh
by
my
the nuts
God,
and the
that
vice
was
grip, bro.
monkey
That's how
wrench.
that
That's
nigga
how
had it,
Cutwater
bro.
got
That's
it.
monkey
Bro,
wrench.
that's how Cutwater got that shit, bro. Like, that shit is ridiculous.
What he had a wrench or pliers? I
Bro,
can't
he had the
remember.
motherfucking vice grips.
The vice grips, yeah. Ooh,
God.
oh my god, that just sound wild. Don't
Bro.
vice grip nothing of mine, like ever.
at Cutwater parties.
Bro, I seen on the south side, they had a motherfucking purified the water filter of
Yeah,
full
yeah, I
cut
saw
water,
that.
bro. That shit was cutting up,
Wait,
bro.
what?
Yeah, they
like
took
the
the junk right here that we got in the motherfucking junk.
And it was cut
They
water?
They took all the water out the jug and put endless cut waters in the junk. So now they got a motherfucking cut water filter in the trenches.
Hey,
Little
more
water
power
dispensers.
to you. It's the trenches. More
They
power
filled up
to
a
you. I
water
don't
dispenser.
want no smoke. More power to y'all.
Hey, but that sound like it was a good time.
It do, but
That
it
Cutwater
sounds like
sound it's all right.
a bad morning. Sounds like a bad morning.
Well, and like Cruz said, Cutwater, you want any more promo, you let us know. So we're gonna go ahead and kick off this episode.
We're calling it snip water from now on.
Snip water. There you go. There we go. Snip water. Little snip water. We'll change it back to cut water if y'all cut the check. You dig? Okay. First order of business. Go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. Let us know that you enjoyed the episode. Join the community. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we got a lot of fun stuff planned for the entire community. Interviews, more promo stuff, getting started with events. A lot of things that we just are ready to launch off. But we need you all's help. We need you all's support. So go ahead and drop us a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and interact with the community. Drop us a comment if you thought something was funny. And if you disagree with anything we say, make sure you let us know in the comments. And with that, we can go ahead and get started. Okay, what I got first? All right, do y'all want to start with the room temp or the cold?
Let's start with the room temp.
The room temp?
Can't start off cold because we got to get the listeners engaged. You don't want to go hot because you don't want to give them the spiciness too early. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. So, have y'all been watching the WNBA Playoffs at all?
It's nice, warm, lukewarm.
I thought that was lukewarm, right? Yeah.
I haven't been watching it, no.
Okay, so our very own Mystics are in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They got a chance to win another championship.
They up against
Something the fucking Wizards can't do.
the Storm right now. Yeah, exactly. No, for real, they're close.
Blew it.
What happened? We blew what?
The game over already?
No, we was up.
Oh yeah. The first game, game one. Is it best of three?
blew
Best
it?
of
That's a three.
Oh, you said
best
we
of
blew
three.
it.
Yeah. The first game.
It's
we
best
won-
of three?
Yeah, it's best. At
It
least
was
the
best
first
of five.
I think the finals. The finals are best
Oh,
of
wow.
five, but I think the
Best of
first
three shit.
2 rounds is
Yeah.
best of 3.
That's how baseball is, isn't it?
Nah.
We were up most of the game, but I can't remember the young woman's name, but one of the Storm players like had no points the whole game and then gave us like 12 points in the last 5 minutes. It was ridiculous. And there was like an opportunity for us to get a shot towards the end of the game, but we missed.
Wait,
and then
what
we
round-
had
is
to
this the
foul,
finals?
and then they ended
No,
up
this
3.
is like first
No, this is like first round. I think this is first round.
we
of
playing
playoffs.
Seattle?
The Storm, yeah.
They don't have Western Conference, Eastern Conference in the WNBA?
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not.
What I'm about to say, because that don't make sense to me playing.
Yeah, because they
It's
might not
hard
have.
though. They only got like 30 teams or less than 30
They're
teams.
like 13.
Yeah, and then
something.
West and East might not be balanced like that. Like they may have more teams on one side than
Makes
another
sense,
because it's
makes
all
sense.
about the markets that are large enough to support them. That
Makes
kind of
sense.
thing. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I have a conspiracy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's your conspiracy?
WNBA is trying to help Seattle Storm win the championship because Sue Bird, she's about to retire.
That's not a bad theory.
Sue Bird been in the league for like what, damn near since his inception.
Yeah.
That is not a bad theory at all.
That is not a bad theory.
The NFL did that with Ray Lewis, didn't they?
No.
No. What? We won
They
that
did it with
championship
Peyton-
fair and square. What
They
are
did
you
it with
talking
Peyton
about?
Manning,
They
yes.
did with Peyton Manning. That
Yes.
Peyton Manning, that shit was awesome.
Don't do that.
Why you?
Peyton Manning, that was a
Wait,
setup.
don't do that. Don't do that. I got 2 Ray Lewis jerseys in my closet. You want to look at him? Don't do that. Just gonna throw Ray Lewis under the bus. I support that theory. But the Storm, I think, are pretty good. They had a positive record, and
And they got Breonna Stewart. She like top.
that's the younger
Yeah.
girl. Yeah, that's like the next
Yeah.
breed, I guess, of their franchise.
That's she a big, right?
She's the wing well big, but she's.
I'm
like,
thinking of somebody else. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm
she's
thinking of
like
somebody totally different.
Top 3 in the league though.
Thinking of
Is that the
somebody
girl
totally
that came up on Kobe?
No, I
No,
think
that's
you think
Sabrina. That's Sabrina something else. I
Yeah.
forgot. I can't pronounce her last name. I'm not even about to try.
But yeah, that's somebody else. Yeah.
Okay.
It's clear we need to watch more WNBA.
I know her first name is Sabrina.
I think you confused her because she went to Oregon, I think, right?
Yeah.
And they wear the same colors as the
Same
Storm.
colors as the Storm. Yeah. I've got a theory, not really related to the winners of it, but I think people will watch the WNBA more if analysts and our media and news shows talked more about WNBA news. You agree? Disagree? No? Now, follow me here. I'll give you what I'm thinking, right? Me, I was a very casual basketball watcher throughout college, right? That was the inception of me starting to watch basketball, really starting to understand the game. I mean, obviously I knew basketball, but you know, watching screens, seeing game types and matchups, all that kind of, like, you don't just pick up on paying attention to that type of stuff in the game. It isn't until I start watching the First Takes and the Undisputeds.
Which are all trash shows to me.
Say what you want about the shows. It isn't until I'm watching these sports analysts who are breaking down the game.
Time out, you think what shows is trash?
All those debate type shows are trash.
The debate sports shows?
First Takes, the Undisputeds, the what's the joint with Nick Wright on it? All them shits is terrible. And I say that because there's no analyzing games anymore. It's just people putting out hot takes that's not educated or nothing like that, and their voice gets validated because they put in previous work of being a journalist, and because of that they're accredited. You know what I mean? But now they're not putting in any work or anything like that. They're just saying, "Oh, such and such is a terrible player," and the media runs with it. I hate it.
So you don't like Partner Interruption with what's the dude, Mike Wilbon and the
I used to, but not as much anymore. I feel like because once this hot take thing started happening, everything went downhill.
It was very fact-based.
Yeah. It's not, nothing's fact-based anymore.
You don't like Around the Horn with the guy that sits there and then it's like 4 different screens.
I used to love it, but But once this started getting less fact-based,
but they actually get a point for facts, though. They get clicks for them having facts.
I know, but now because everything's more opinion-based, they get more leeway to get more opinion. You know what I mean?
But that ties into their job, though.
Yes, but when you're giving opinion... Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say?
I get that. I get what you're saying.
It's like, yeah. We're going away from giving facts. It's no integrity in journalism anymore.
Nick Wright eyes, LeBron can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Nick Bayless eyes, LeBron can't do no right.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's no integrity with it anymore. It's just like people just throwing out hot takes for the sake of they got to keep the persona up.
Sorry, my mind.
Yeah, I didn't explain. I just said trash. That's why.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I gave a hot take. Without facts.
Okay. So like I was saying, right? If these apparently trash platforms would actually talk about the WNBA.
Yeah.
So, but I could wrap that into what you're saying. So my theory is, right, I'll shorten the story I was giving. I didn't really start thinking about basketball very deeply until I started watching like sports analyst TV, right? And even how trash they are relative to what we think today.
Yeah.
Back then, where I didn't know a whole lot about the game, it's still, and so they quadruple the airtime for basketball. Like they're showing highlights all day and they're talking about games and stuff like. So there's a promotion to the NBA that happens because of the analysts and the talk show hosts and stuff like that. I don't see the same thing, at least at a national level, for the WNBA. Now, granted, they've spoken a lot about Brittany Griner as of recently, obviously, because that's a hot topic.
That's not basketball, though.
That's not really, that's political. That's not really basketball.
Yeah.
So would y'all, do y'all think, more media attention, more analyst breakdown of the WNBA would help promote it some?
Yeah.
I think the WNBA is better than the NBA to me. Like, they play better basketball to me.
They do play better basketball, but you got to think.
Yeah, because they don't have the physique to overcome, all of they have to it's very skill based.
Yeah.
A lot more skilled players.
But for your casual watcher, NBA, a lot of them fans is kids and casual fans. It's not like a lot of diehard fans that know the game in and out, and they watch based off the highlights. So they watch for the dunks, the 3-pointers, the crossover, all that type of stuff. So in order to get those highlights, and you're not getting the dunks, you know what I mean? You're not getting the high-flying, athletic, don't get me wrong, but compared to the men's athleticism, it's not there. So, and I love WNBA. I'm not bashing or nothing. Like, I'll make that clear. But if you're a casual fan and your kids are watching the game for that, you're not going to get the same thing with the WNBA because of, you know what I mean? So I think that's a battle they have to face as well. It's like an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But I do think that more attention, more media coverage would definitely give them more viewers. But then it's also like for the media, they're thinking, play devil's advocate, why would we give them more media and attention if nobody's going to watch it?
Yeah.
I think more storylines need to be created, like maybe a rivalry.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That's my thing, right? To your earlier point of what the media makes an attempt to turn basketball into this entertainment show.
Yes.
Or at least, I'm sorry, the National Basketball Association, there's an effort to turn it into an entertainment show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
If for nothing else, there are sports people who literally just watch sports all day, and
Like,
they
they
don't
just-
want to be bogged down by facts all day long.
Mm-hmm.
They
they
don't.
just gave the NBA a rival week.
They did. They did.
That's kind of cool.
They
Like,
did.
That's kind of cool. So I think that sort of promotion would go at least some ways with the WNBA. I think to your point, there's a lot of skilled players that are there. It's definitely entertaining to watch. I was at a spot one time in over at Howard University, and they had WNBA games on because the NBA
I
season
love
was
it.
off,
Like,
and
yeah.
it didn't feel any different to me. It was still
Yeah.
basketball on TV, and I was watching it and that kind of thing. So before I give anyone out there any advice about watching the WNBA, I'm going to take my own advice and try to watch these Mystics
for
in
sure.
this playoff game and see if the
Does it come on today?
knock us out.
And my
comes
thing
on
is, like-
the day we're recording. Yeah, it comes
My
out
thing-
the day we record.
What time?
I think it's 4:00.
My
Right,
thing
man.
is like, people so I'm so a basketball fan, and the WNBA is cost efficient. Like their tickets aren't expensive. Like
no, for sure.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I might even go as far to say that if the Mystics win tonight
They're
and
going
there's a
some games.
home game, and the third game is a home game because they lost and I think they play best of 3, I'm gonna try to make an effort to buy, go to attend that
Well,
game.
shit.
they probably won't have the home game.
You don't think so? Yeah, because the storm.
yeah.
Because it's Sue Bird's last. Yeah, they made.
I mean,
both.
but if
Or
the
it's-
second game is the second game in Seattle or is it at home? Where is
The
it
second
at?
game is in Seattle.
Oh, so they will have a home game third.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So they have home court advantage. That's what I was getting at. They have home court advantage.
I think so.
Okay.
And their records were fairly even.
I got
I
you.
think they were both 22 and 14.
that's my thing. Like
Gotcha.
you don't
Regular
get a
season.
lot of the WNBA. You don't get a lot of trash team. Like you know what I'm saying. Like everybody record is kind of like even because one, their season ain't that long.
Yep.
And two is
It's pretty evenly matched.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It ain't like you got super teams. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying
The
to get.
closest you would get to a super team, I mean, it's not anymore, would be like your,
I think
The LA Sparks.
yeah, the Mercury.
Yeah.
Skylar, Tarasi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tarasi. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now Griner's overseas
Yep.
and free her and Skylar about to leave. Cause she's undeserved. She's not undeserved. She's
The
underappreciated.
Minnesota Lynx had a
Yep.
stacked team back when Maya Moore was playing.
Who?
Maya Moore. She
Who's
came
the
from
Minnesota
UConn.
Lynx?
Yeah, the Lynx.
They did. And actually when
Sparks had a squad too.
Sparks had a
yeah, but
squad,
when
too.
Cambridge was playing for them, the Vegas Aces had a squad.
Okay, so yeah, last thing we'll say there on WNBA is I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention
For sure.
to. No, I'm sorry, not a little bit. I'm gonna pay more attention to these these playoffs and try to watch these finals as they
I will
happen.
be watching.
And we'll
on
try to
our
promo
recording
it a
day.
little bit more too. Hopefully, if these Mystics go a little further, because I want to track. If they get a second championship, I'm tracking this. I want to document it as best I can. You know what I'm saying? So, go Mystics. Let's see if we can get over these storms. Okay, what's up?
Deladon.
Yeah.
Shout out Della Don.
Della Don,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Della Don.
That sounds like a nice ass drink.
Della
Dude,
Don.
I feel like I should be able to go to like Ocean
Should
Prime
get
downtown
champagne,
or something
like,
like
let me
that.
get a- let me get a bottle of Della Don.
Let me get a let me get a
On
bottle.
ice.
Let me get a bottle of Della Don with a twist. You know what I'm saying? I kind
On
of want a
ice.
twist on that thing, on the rocks with a twist.
Oh, he's talking about drinking and you know what I mean, everything like that. Let's get to the hot and spicy. You know what I mean? Drink champs.
All right, then let's do it. Let's do
The
it. Let's
episode with
do it.
Irv Gotti and Ashanti, and we had a very heated discussion in our group chat this week about Irv and Ashanti and how nephew and I feel like we're
I'm
on
not
the
gonna
same-
get loud.
Okay, nephew and I feel like we're in the same boat on,
I'm not
on
gonna get loud. What boat are you all in?
that Ashanti deserves her masters.
Okay, so that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about Masters.
That's what we argued about,
because
but-
it's the Drink Champs
was
episode.
a whole
There's a
thing
lot of stuff.
itself.
There's a lot of stuff to talk
We
about.
ain't gotta validate
We ain't
Irv
gotta
being
talk-
corny
no,
and shit
we
like
ain't
that. He
gotta
corny
talk
and
about
shit.
it. But we did fall into a good discussion about Masters. So you all said No. Now I know you.
Do we need to give a backstory on the Irv and Ashanti shit?
Go ahead. Whatever you got. Because I didn't watch the whole interview, and this is like the first I'm paying attention to it.
I let nephew give a backstory because nephew gives it better. Nephew gives it like more entertaining.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Get a backstory.
Where y'all want me to start it?
Exactly what you said in the text message.
You can read it if you want to.
No, I'm saying, man, that man spent 3 hours talking about Ashanti to these guys, man, on Drink Champ about, originally it was I guess it was supposed to be about, her redoing her album,
her debut album.
It's some type of little clause in the
No.
contract.
Okay, so do you understand what a master is, right? Master is short for, I'm about to break it down. Master is short for master recording. All that means is Irv owns the audio files that Ashanti recorded, the original copy of them.
Yeah.
People can copy them over and make duplicates and all, but he has the originals with the earliest time stamp marker on them files. He has the master file, so he owns whatever happens with anybody who does anything with a duplicate of those.
Anybody sample it, anybody does anything.
So what she's done is re-record it, and now the recorded files are another set of masters. This is a completely separate set than the original.
Trying to remake the album.
So she's re-recorded the album, but now on top of that, she has to go and replace all the brand deals and all the movies that want to pick up all her old music. She's got to go work with. She's basically got to set all those relationships up again by herself in order to get people to use these new masters that she's made.
Yeah, that nigga just need to release them.
He didn't explain it the way he did in the text message though.
Hold on. Let me.
See, you called him a tender something.
Yeah, you call.
Yeah, that nigga been a tender dick. Like,
there we go.
Bro,
Yeah, that's what it was.
You wildin', bro.
What does that even mean?
That mean, bro, you soft as hell.
Called him a tender dick.
Yeah, bro, like
TIND, because that's pause worthy if it's TEND.
No, he was a tender dick.
Like Tinder, the app. Clarify.
He was soft as hell. He was limp dick.
Like tenderoni.
That's what the fuck he was.
No. Then you spelled Tinder wrong.
It's TE, right?
He put TI in the text.
Yeah, no, he was tender.
He put TE, I thought.
Nah, he was tender, like the app Tinder. He was a tender dick.
Oh, I thought it was like soft, like
bro,
tender.
Bro was like real live in his feelings because.
Are you saying the app or the word?
You saying the app?
The app, Tinder.
TIN.
But he said he's soft, so I'm confused.
Yes, the word TEND.
What's semantics? Who cares?
I know, but TEND Tinder means soft. TIND Tinder is the app. Those are two different things. So are you talking about both of them? Because if you're doing a double entendre right now, you the greatest rapper I ever met.
It don't. You get what I'm saying.
That's a bomb. We're gonna give him double entendre.
He's a tender dick.
We're gonna give him double entendre.
This man is in his feelings because
20
years later, like.
What does that have to do with Masters?
Because he been a tender dick.
Because I know you. We had it already.
He been. This shit hard to explain, bro. Like I ain't trying to really get into that man character, but like, bro, like you just like wildin', bro.
So wait.
You can get into his character. You display his character.
Let me say, you're. If I remember your stance right, you think he's holding her masters because he's upset that they're not together.
Yeah.
He thinks they belong together.
He not holding. He not. To me, the way that he portrayed the whole
together. Who's that?
The way he the way he portraying this whole ordeal 20 years down the line. Right? The way he portraying this thing whole 20 years down the line, it don't have no business clause of her holding the masters. This is solely the fact that she went and got with another nigga because you was married. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so what? Performing artists owning their masters is such a touchy subject for me.
Yeah.
Now, I'll go ahead and admit my bias as a music producer. I'll put that out there before anything else. That's the place I'm coming from. A lot of this is the way I'm thinking.
I know.
But what I haven't, and it's not to say it doesn't exist. This could be my ignorance. With what evidence do we say Ashanti is more deserving of those masters than Irv Gotti?
Are you asking nephew or are you asking the room?
He looked tired, so I'm asking the room.
No, I'm saying I don't know Ashanti's, what she done to say, oh man, she had an outstanding career to say, gotta give her a masters. From the outside looking in, you're not holding your masters because of a business like you ain't done enough to get your masters. You holding this female masters because you soft, like you corny. Like you don't. How I'm trying to say this shit.
I get you coming from.
Yeah, it's not given. It's not.
I'm still trying to figure out why she deserves her masters. Like I get why you
That's
think
what I'm
he's
saying.
holding them.
I don't really have no. She deserve her masters. You know what I'm saying? But I also can't sit here and say hold her masters because you being a soft ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna give her a masters, don't say I'm not gonna give her a masters because 20 years ago, man, she got with Nelly and you know what I'm saying X, Y, and Z.
No,
like,
I got you talking about why he won't give them.
You not being a man. Like
I got you there. I got you. He tender dick. I got you.
Yeah.
Understood. Let me switch over to Cruz. Why does Ashanti deserve her masters? And you gonna see the question I'm asking.
I get the question you asked, and I was
To
trying.
me, I say she deserves her masters because with everybody plays an integral role in the song. And I want to make it clear.
I know, but he tried to answer my question before I asked it. That's cool. No, go ahead.
I want to make sure you know, like,
Yeah, I
because
understand.
you're on the producer side. Everybody plays an integral role. Like y'all play a huge role. Engineer, producer, everybody plays a huge role in the song, being a hit, all that. To me, though, personally, I feel like without the artist, the performer, without the performer's likeness, image, and vocals, that song does not do what it does. You know what I mean? You could put J-Lo. She wrote for Ashanti.
That don't work.
Ashanti, she used Ashanti's vocals. She didn't use her own vocals. That's the whole Ashanti blueprint. Without Ashanti's face, without Ashanti's likeness, without her image, the song got hot for a year, 2 years, and now where it's at. You insert Ashanti, and the song itself is.
What song we talking about?
We talking about the 2 songs she did. Excuse me. Ain't That Funny in the song with J. Rule? That's J. Rule. Ja Rule. Ain't It Funny in it was another song, wasn't it?
Nah, look it up for us, Meek. Go ahead, keep going.
Anyways, I said the song
got
is
2 songs?
the song basically. The
I
song
thought she had a whole album.
Who,
she
J-Lo?
does. She
J-Lo
does.
has an
but
album. She has 2 hits.
No,
Yeah,
we
2
talking
hits.
about Ashanti.
The hits that J-Lo has, Ashanti wrote,
Ashanti's vocals.
and that's low-key Ashanti singing
Yes.
on the song. It's not J-Lo.
So we're not talking about Ashanti. We talking about J-Lo.
No, we're talking about Ashanti. I'm just
We're
giving
talking
the
about
point.
Ashanti. We're saying Ashanti's music was used for somebody else, and it
I'm
wasn't
real, yeah.
and it wasn't as successful as had it been just for Ashanti.
So J-Lo got 2 songs that's really Ashanti songs.
Yeah, Ashanti ghost wrote them and ghost performed them.
And that's my point. That's my point.
Get that girl masters, bro. Like
That's
you
my
don't,
point.
you don't get
But
that
let me
from
ask
you don't get
this,
that.
though.
Everybody can't do that, bro.
If you want to give her back her masters, what percentage you want to get back?
What you mean?
Yeah.
No, break that down. Break that down. No. I want to break it down. I want to understand what you're asking. I want to understand what you're asking.
I get
I want to understand what you're
We
asking.
getting into it.
What percentage you want to give her back? Because it says she want to use it for singing and stuff like that.
What percentage you can give Ashanti back or
Yeah.
Irv? When she gets to what she can give Irv? What you saying?
Like what percentage?
What percentage does Ashanti deserve out of the whole masters?
To me, I feel like out of her own masters, she should own the majority of it. So if it's
Why?
51,
20 years
49,
down.
if it's
Why?
51,
20 years
49, whatever. I'm telling you why.
Likeness?
Yes,
Okay,
likeness,
now,
image, and vocals.
Now let me count. Are you done?
Yeah,
Let me
go ahead.
counter.
Go ahead. Because I want to hear what you got to say. Because you didn't tell me this.
No.
to tell.
Now you. No. You ready?
One more thing. I think, man, 20 years down the line, you got to go 60-40. You got to.
What? This
Timetable. Look at the
Okay,
time.
we break
Look at
this
the
Let me see
time.
what you got to say. Because you kept on saying with logic, whatever. I'm trying to hear yours.
Now, I'll start with this. I'm not saying this is Irv Gotti. I do not know Irv Gotti and Ashanti's situation. So I'm not saying this is him. What I'm saying is, in a situation where an executive producer paid for the 60, 80 hours of studio time it took you to record your album, purchased the beats that needed to, or made the beats that needed to be on your album.
Absolutely.
Hired the stylist so you'll have likeness and an image. Hired a trainer for media training so you can actually go and talk to.
Okay.
Like, why does this person who coordinates everything to put this performer in the starlight? Why are they less entitled to the masters?
We're talking about 20 years later, right? So I'm saying.
Why does my work disappears 20 years later?
It doesn't disappear. It doesn't disappear at all. What I'm saying is you recoup the money you put in over that 20 years. So now 20 years later, because you use my image, likeness, and vocals,
you on the plus
let
side
me
of
get
these
my money
finances.
so I can give it to my family and they can live off the legacy because you made and you recouped your money back. If you have, as an exec, you have more than one artist. You have Ashanti, you have Ja Rule, you have Lloyd, you have, the list goes on and on. And
Lloyd.
Lloyd was with Murder Inc. as well.
I thought he went to.
He left, but he was with Murder Inc. as well. He started off with Murder
Didn't he
Inc.
go to Cash Money?
That was later on.
He was in Bedrock, wasn't he?
That was later on. I'm talking about when he
Yeah.
first came out, he was with Murder Inc.
Irv Gotti fucked him in his contract too. That's why he dropped out of
they
the
had
music for a long
They
ass
had the whole
time.
dispute like he had with Ashanti. He had the whole thing with. That's why I look at
Okay,
Irv differently.
okay.
But
Yeah.
that's
That
you know what I'm saying,
nigga
that's a whole
goofy.
nother subject. What I'm saying is, as an exec, to your point, as an example, if you have multiple artists you making money from, you own the masters for multiple artists because you're recouping the money for all these people for 20 years. After 20 years,
why do I not deserve
listen.
any of the profit?
Yes,
I've recouped the money.
And you're making
now
profit,
I'm back at zero.
But you're making profit.
I put in,
whoa,
if I put in $500 and I make back $500, I shouldn't make anything past that?
You're not letting me finish my point.
Go ahead.
Because you're not just I'm saying recoup because you're making your money back. You're making profit because if you look at the Murder Inc. was Billboard record, bill after Billboard record. So you putting in, say, $5 million on the records for 5 different artists. You making $150 million back. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. So if I made $150 million back and I put $5 million in, we
That's
left with $145
million.
Now, why does the performer deserve more of the $150 million than me?
That's in that 5 year span. Not even 5. That's in that 2 year span or whatever it was. So if you add on 8, if they making $100 and something million in that year that don't drop, Irv was bringing in bread. I'm not counting his pockets, but like these execs is bringing in bread. That's why they own the master shit, like, cause they break it in the bread.
They bring it in bread because they have the bread to invest and make this pop.
So what I'm saying is, you made it pop. If you have the bread to make it pop, why are you? If you have the generational wealth and all that type of stuff, why are you blocking somebody that got into the industry to make generational wealth? Why are you blocking them after your 20 years to make your money off their back?
Blocking
making the money off their back.
That's why I said, what percentage do you?
How are you making the money?
That's why I say 51.
How are you making
they
the money?
Still getting a lot of money back.
No. When you say making the money off someone else's back, you imply the producer didn't put any work in. I put in just as much, if not more work.
You put in a
than
lot of
the
work.
Performer.
But if it was that easy, your likeness, your image, and your vocals would be used, so you could, as the producer, be the one to make everything.
That's fake. No. That's a false parallel.
How is it a false parallel?
That's a false parallel.
How is it a false parallel?
That's not how it works. That's not.
They
That's not
do.
how it works. That's not how it works.
But 20 years of holding somebody masters is ridiculous.
That's why I said
Holding, y'all keep saying holding like I owe it to somebody. I don't owe you nothing of what I invested in. I put my money up, which means I'm an owner in this.
I feel like
if we started a food truck cruise, you put up $20,000, I put up $20,000. We make our $40,000 back, and then we make another $20,000 on that. We split that half and half. If we both put 50 in. 10%. You take 10,000. I take 10,000.
I feel like it's the difference when you're in the face of something.
Listen.
Okay, and the name of the food truck is Cruises.
Okay,
but we both put 50% in. You telling me you get 60-40 because your name is on it?
Look at it like this though. Nah, not because your name on it.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what it sounded like to me.
That's not
but
what
look
I'm
at
saying.
it like this. You can't use a food truck business because you not sleeping with that man, or you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't. You didn't cross that fight. You not crossing that.
Which in this case he is.
You didn't mix business and
think
pleasure. You feel what I'm saying? Like that on a business standpoint, bro. I can't sit here and say Irv deserve to give.
I can't either, and I can't say a lot of this applies to their specific situation.
But emotionally, bro, if you doing something off some emotional type shit, bro, like you just like a clown ass, soft ass.
No, I agree with you.
That was my whole spiel.
Yeah,
I'm not no industry nigga to say anything about it, but I just know from a real nigga, bro, you not being no real nigga. Bro.
No. In a scenario where Irv and Ashanti were mutual business partners and they put up equal little work. Let's just assume that, right? We don't know who put up more work than who. My point was all about. I think ownership should go to more ownership to go to who puts in more. That was my whole thing. I don't want to go back.
I was expand on the point that he made. That's all.
I'm trying to answer what
my bad. Go ahead.
But in a situation where it's 50-50, right, I agree with you that emotionally there's no reason to withhold her 50 or her cut of whatever it is we built together.
But at 18, 19 years old, bro, nobody is going into no 50-50 with an artist, bro. Like that's just not how. That's back in the day. That's just not how it was working.
To
bro.
this day, it's not.
You don't have, but even still, but everybody knowing it works this way. Everybody is just independent, bro. I could just go get a distro kit and motherfucking just do it my own self.
But I don't even want to go back. But that's my point. Now today, an artist, yes, wouldn't even need Irv Gotti. Everyththing Irv Gotti does, you could do yourself. Back then. The information Irv Gotti had, the network he had, the building, the resources, all of that. Everybody wasn't walking around with that. So Ashanti might not become Ashanti if she don't plug in with those resources Irv got.
So look at it like this.
It's a team effort. 50-50.
You didn't gave Ashanti $100,000 to do her album, her wardrobes, her touring. You done made your $100,000 back off the first month. Now you on the plus side of your finances, bro. For 20 years, bro. Nobody at this point in time, bro. Nobody is playing an Ashanti record. Now everybody just want to break up her songs and use them as samples, bro. Why you holding it? Man, let her get paid off them damn samples. That's how I look at it.
I think she deserves a percentage of her masters. He shouldn't own 100%. I agree.
That's what I want to get to. When
he shouldn't own 100%.
But when you say splits, like you're saying a percentage of what do you think that the artist deserves, the performer deserves?
It depends.
What do you think the performer deserves?
It depends on hours and money. It's as simple as that, bro. It is as simple as that. How many hours are you putting up? If I put up 80 hours and you put up 60, if I put up 100,000 and you put up 60,000, it's math at the end of the day. It's as simple as that.
But you speaking on today's fact, bro. Like you're long past hours and money, bro. You're 20 years past hours and money, bro.
No, but I'm talking about the work that went into making these masters we're talking
How
about.
can you say that? How can you say it? But that's my thing. How can you say
No.
How can you sit here and say that, bro?
There are receipts for people who had to be paid. People had to be paid, and there are receipts. And but to your point, if you're an executive that doesn't have that information to stand on, then maybe you don't have a case.
But that's my thing, bro. Like, how can you your $100,000 20 years ago is $5.5 million now, bro. Like it's a big it's not $100 million. It's not $100,000, and then 20 years down the line you only got $120,000. I gotta understand what you're saying from that because you didn't make that much money off of it. I get that, but now, bro, like you have touched billboard after billboard after billboard and grant awards for these songs, bro. Like you exceeded your purpose of this masters at this point because artists nowadays, bro, they only mix and master. They only mix and sample,
in my head,
bro.
I invested in an album because of the long-term benefit of it. Because I think this music will get flipped several times over. Because I think I can turn my 100,000 into 5 million. And that's why I want part of it.
But you already did your goal, though.
But you did that plus more.
Okay, well, I don't think we're going to figure out all of the music business in one podcast. We can definitely pick this conversation up another time. I'm sure somebody will have some master dispute where we can have some fresher points and come back to it. Yeah, at least to end it all, I agree with you that a relationship status should never affect business. Yeah. Relationship status should never affect business. Like, whether you like somebody or dislike somebody, like, whether you with them and you talking to them every day or you haven't spoken to them, business is business. That's my personal philosophy. I think business is business. And if it's beneficial business on both ends, then yeah.
Nigga motherfucker crossed the line. That nigga crossed the line. Now he been a goofy ass nigga.
I can't even watch a documentary because I think that it just like
it just rub you the wrong way.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, like the thought of Irv Gotti and Ashanti together.
Why does that bother y'all so much?
It don't bother me.
We don't need to. That's a subject all in itself.
I don't like knowing like that information. Like if I know it, like I don't like knowing that it affects. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's my thing. I don't.
Y'all making it sound like y'all got a shot at Ashanti and like y'all gonna be thinking about.
That's not even on that type time.
I don't even care that you slept with Ashanti or whatever the case may be between y'all, bro.
It's the way he's going about it.
You just being a goofy ass nigga, bro, and goofy ass niggas make me mad.
Now it seems like,
y'all telling me Ashanti break y'all heart, y'all not gonna be a little goofy?
How
not 20 years later?
How she break your heart when you was
and you're
married,
goofy
bro?
and that too.
Nah, they were estranged, or I've heard they were estranged. He wasn't with his wife at the time.
It's still just as like
Ashanti break my heart. I might be a little mad about it.
In private,
I might be a little upset about it.
In private.
But I'm just saying, like,
not every interview you do for the next 20 years you're gonna be talking about it. That's what he's been doing.
That
every
man
interview.
spent 3 hours.
Have y'all seen
talking about
Ashanti?
her.
Yeah, but every interview,
but that's my thing, bro. It ain't.
Lord have mercy. Let's get it right. Lord have mercy.
That's my thing, though. Like, he ain't motherfucking. He's not going to different interviews bringing up something new.
No, it's the same
like, it's
thing.
literally the same topic.
I'm trying to crack jokes and y'all still going on this nigga. All right, we
That's
out.
because
We
that nigga
done. We done. That's enough on Irv Gotti.
Can I ask one more question? Not on Irv Gotti, just on like masters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the reason why I feel like they should own the majority of it, and I could be wrong, is the person that owns the majority of the masters, don't they have say-so how and music can be used and when it can't be used, etc.?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like the artist should have 51-49, because if somebody wants to do whatever with the music, whatever, put it here and put it that, I feel like the person that created it and creatively...
Cruz, and I agree with that. And I think that if I hire... What?
Somebody got a drink or something? Pop, a soda?
shoot that motherfucker.
What? In somebody else's house? Oh, what's her name?
Yeah.
It's where?
In the car.
Was that a? Y'all thought that was a mouse? It sounded like water.
It didn't sound like water. It sounded like something bust.
Soda sound.
Yeah, it sounded like something upstairs is like dripping or something.
I know he's been working on the septic.
That's what I'm saying. It sounded like something, and with that pop, it sounded like something like that might have happened. Nothing in there, right? Nothing in the water room. You don't see nothing in there.
Oh, okay. Might be. Air just cut off.
Yeah, it could have probably just been the air or something like that.
That's my first time hearing that. That shit
Yeah, I
sounds-
know, and no, it was a good pause because I had never heard that noise before either. So.
So, hey. Just push it down like, nah.
I got on Inspector Gadget mode now.
Oh man. I picked up my keys up like get the fuck.
I ain't white. I hear that noise. I'm getting the fuck. I don't know what that shit was. I'm leaving. I'm going home.
Hey.
Y'all figure that shit out.
I got my shit was right here. I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to get the fuck. Rolling something, I'm out of here, bro.
We're the half-ass did this podcast.
About to say, how do you just going buggy and how do we finish the episode? Like, what do we just go film the rest standing up outside? Like,
They get it when they get it.
eat
My safety is more important than their ears.
your safety?
I ain't catching rabies or no shit like that. What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
Y'all like in the woods, too.
Yeah. Ain't no job like about it. We in the woods.
Do you want to start your question over or do you want to go to the next
No,
one?
we going to the next
Let
one.
me go to the next subject.
I don't know how, Meek, I don't know how we're going to cut that. I have no idea where that's going to end.
Okay, I mean, I can
don't know.
ask it again. I can ask it again.
85 South Show. That's how we want
No, I can ask it again.
to do it. They keep everything.
Yeah, nah, for real.
They might be fucking up. They be fixing it, still keeping it in.
I can ask it again.
Man, leave that shit one time for the one time.
Leave us standing around trying to figure out what that noise is.
Leave that shit one time for the one time. We got to. One time only.
Y'all see it's real. Everything
Hey, so we got to give it to him one time. And we still going anyway. You might as well.
It's true. This is facts.
Hey,
Still alive.
no bullshit.
Well, if we're still live, let's at least answer the question we were trying to
Nah,
answer.
for real.
Repeat your question, Cruz.
So my question was, I feel like the artist creatively should have the say
Oh, yeah.
so, the last
Say
say
so.
so on who gets to use their work or who gets to get whatever. So that's why I say if you're gonna split it, I mean obviously you're gonna split it. Ownership should be 51-49.
I agree with that. The only part I don't agree with is there's this inherent assumption that performer deserves ownership. And what I am pushing is no. Person who puts in most work, most money, most time deserves ownership.
I get that.
So, in a situation, not Irv Gotti and Ashanti, but
got
in a
you.
situation where a producer but to agree with your point though, I think the mindset of the executive producer should be one that says, I'm not trying to trap an artist into this process.
Yeah.
This should be a learning process. The goal of this should be after me producing 1 or 2 albums, they should be able to go out and produce an album on their own, and then they go get the masters to that. And if the album you produce outsells the album I produce, by all means, you deserve to make more of the money. Like
And I feel like
by all
that's
means.
the problem I
That's
have
how
with
Empire
this.
curries theirs.
Yeah. But
That's how Empire curries
That's the
theirs.
problem I have with the execs. Is like I feel like it's more predatory where it's like we're gonna keep
Lifelong
going.
kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's my issue of why I say after 20 years the performer should get the ownership over it, because it's like if you have this predatory behavior with multiple artists, nigga, you up. Like let this performer change their family's life because you changed your family 10 times over because of the working off the backs of these people. That's why I say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the working off the backs part. Like, we working off each other's backs.
Yeah.
At some point.
I'm wording it
in
wrong.
In this situation, it might. I agree with you in a sense where an artist is putting up half the work or just as dedicated, and the exec is manipulative, and they just trying to get their 2 cents off the top and lock you in because I own the building. Like, I'm not supporting that. I'm simply saying there are situations.
I got you.
Where, like a Dr. Dre, like.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if he produced all of your album, did all the mixing on it, and it say Dr. Dre on it,
So would you
and
say
that's
Eminem
half the
then?
reason it sold and stuff like that, then Dr. Dre might deserve portion of the masters. Anyway, that's the last thing I'll say there. So, moving on. Do we need to check cameras? That one's still good?
I think we still good.
Okay. Got you. Last thing. Bit of good news. Mayor Bowser has a plan to give an $1,000 stipend or award, I guess, to families in need for back to school supplies. $1,000 for a family. I think you said, what was the name of the?
It's for TANF.
TANF, right. That's
I don't know what the
government.
TANF is an acronym. I don't know what exactly it stands for.
Yeah.
But I just know it's TANF.
Meek, can you? That's when you look over to Meek and you ask him to Google it.
TAN what?
TANF.
Y'all gonna guess what TANF stand for?
Taking all
Needs.
frankly.
Frankly.
I was about to say taking all niggas frankly. But
Temporary assistance for needy families.
I thought I was gonna say
okay.
taking all the niggas' finances. That's what I thought.
Hell, Mo.
No. So
It's coming from the relief package though. From what I read, it was coming from I don't want to say it's the COVID relief package, but it got something to do with like it's coming from some relief package. I do know that.
Program, child care, behavior, mental health, substance abuse support, and assistance program.
See, I know. I want
this
you.
is my question. How far does $1,000 go these days?
Not fucking far. That shit like $100 bill nowadays.
I mean, like, cause the kids.
Are they
Inflation is a
not
motherfucker.
spending money? That'd be my thing.
No.
Because you get $1,000, don't like. I look at it like this: if the government gets my $1,000 for assistance and stuff like that, I do think that money needs to be monitored in a sense to make sure that money is going towards what it's for, rather than. Just,
So like, you should have to like send back $1,000 worth
Can
of
I-
receipts of the stuff you
can I
bought,
be an
and it
asshole?
should be able to fall into the
like maybe
category
like
or
a
something
card
like that.
it goes on your food stamp card. They don't give you
it. Yeah, right. Okay.
But here's
That's
my
how-
thing. Can I be an asshole for a second?
What?
Why the
When
fuck
do you
do I
ever
give a
not?
fuck what you about to do with this $1,000? It comes right back to me at the end of the day.
I agree with that. What
do you mean it
you're
comes
gonna
right back
you're
to
gonna
you?
spend you're gonna go spend your $1,000. Guess what
Everything
that
gets
$1,000 I
taxed.
just gave you? It comes
Yeah, but
right
you don't.
back to me.
Yeah, but you.
In the long run, I get my $1,000 back. That's just like man, these
No, you
stimulus
don't. You only get a
checks.
percentage of it. You only get the tax back. So if they go spend $1,000 and you tax 150 of
What
it,
you
you
think
only
some-
get 150 back of 1,000.
You think it's a million people about to get $1,000. You think I'm worried about what this little the taxes? Everybody's about to spend $1,000. It ain't like man, somebody about to spend. I'm about to go spend $100.
But even if you gave away $1 million
$1,000,000
total, taxes is only 10%. You're only gonna get $100,000.
It's a tax write-off too
We're
at
talking
that.
about a city, a country that gives away billions of dollars to other countries for aid. So they shouldn't be tripping off of the $1,000 checks they're giving to support people for back to
No,
school.
I don't think anybody should be
That's
tripping
just
off
like
of it.
why.
That's basically what he's saying.
But why would I want to govern it either way? That's just like saying I need to govern food stamps. Everybody go down to the
Because
wharf and
then-
spend their food stamps on crabs.
'Cause
Like,
this is
do
the
it
thing.
matter?
This is the thing.
I'ma
If it
get it
doesn't,
back.
if you take taxpayers' money and you give it to people and it doesn't have the impact it should, a lot of people will look at that move as it wasn't. Like a lot of people look at like DC gives money out for
I got
lots
a
of
whole
things, but a
rebuttal for
lot of
that.
it isn't overseen
I
well
got a-
enough
I got
to
a-
ensure that
I got a
where it's
rebuttal
supposed
for
to
that,
go
though.
happens.
What happens?
Like y'all
when-
remember that story we had about what was it was the low income housing. Some
About
company
being used,
squandered
about
like
it not being
millions of
used. Yeah, yeah,
dollars when they
yeah.
went back and did their account
But what
checking.
about when a city puts in billions of dollars into police funding? Where is that money going? Besides buying tanks.
I think it applies. It applies all over the place. I think all of that stuff should be
The reason
overseen.
I say that is so a lot of that money isn't misplaced in the sense of being irresponsible.
Yeah, a lot of people will go.
Like, I'm just
I
saying,
get that.
That's what colored
People-
people, do.
people-
Colored people aren't
they'll get-
responsible
it ain't just
any
colored people,
fucking
though.
way.
It ain't
They're not
it
getting
ain't just
cash,
colored
but
people.
had they
understand that,
gotten
I'm just saying.
cash, down payment on the car. Like that's not like yeah, you can say I need to drive my child to school every day, but your kid don't have books, uniform, like you know what I'm saying? Like I agree with you, right? I'm with Meek in that.
And I do-
at
I
least
do
to some
understand it.
extent,
I
it
do
needs to be
understand it.
monitored to make sure because there are irresponsible parents who will
I definitely
make sure
understand it.
their kids don't get any of that.
Why do I need to monitor what you about to do with this money that I'm gonna get back in the long run?
To make sure that the kids
That
touch
was
and
n-
see some
that
of it.
was- that-
it's using the right. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying from a person who don't care about let's be honest, bro. The
Because
government
it's your
don't-
job.
The government
You're
don't
in the-
care.
But
for real.
But that's what we hire them for. I get the reality that you're saying, but
Yeah,
the,
that's what I'm on. I'm
the
on the
idea
reality.
or the concept of the government is they're supposed to take our money, pool our money together and use it to make our lives better. Simple as that. There's no profit to it. I get what you're saying. Like, there's no one there to make profit. And are you suggesting that profit is the only thing that inspires people to do something right?
Yeah, I understand that. I get paid very well for you guys' money because my job, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care if you for let's be honest, bro. Like, I don't care if you pay to get on the bus or not, bro. My check is going to be in the ballpark of the same every week or every 2 weeks.
So
because
you're still required to transport them safely.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. So let's say if you know a family, they got $1,000, and you see the mother on there, she got Balenciaga and all
That happens all the time.
all that type of shit. But her daughter and son look all crazy.
But they get on the bus every day, and
Bro.
you notice she wearing the same shirt.
Bro, I don't care, bro.
All 5 days of the week.
My paycheck is still the same whether you got on some fresh Balenciagas and tap your smart trip and it say beep, or you got on some dogged up Balenciagas and you tap your smart trip and it say eh.
And I'm
My
under the
paycheck's
belief.
still the
I'm under the
same.
belief as well. If like a person's trifling, they're gonna be trifling.
Yeah, you
regardless.
gonna be trifling
If they
regardless,
monitor,
bro.
if they monitor, or
At
if they
least I know-
unmonitor, they're gonna be trifling regardless.
At least I know at the end of the day you're going to spend $1,000 that I gave you, and then I get the taxes from what you spent, and I get to tax the store that you just spent this $1,000 at.
If they trifling enough not to spend the money on their kid, then even if it's monitored, they're gonna find a way to be trifling and not spend money on their kid.
I won't say I can guarantee this is the reality, but I would hope that the people who are hired to make governmental decisions on behalf of education actually care that the children that the money is for are impacted positively by it. Now, I get what you're saying. If I don't profit from that activity, why would I be invested in making sure it happens? I agree with you. There are a lot of people like that in the world. I pray they have not been hired in the DC public school system.
But that's how politics is, though. Yeah. Politics is, I'm gonna lie to you so you can vote for me, and when I get this job, I'm gonna show you my.
Why y'all so cynical? How old are you?
I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it. It's not being cynical.
That's the
It's like
reality of politics,
I'm looking
bro.
at the lady
Like,
name. What was her name? Kellyanne Conway is her name.
That's the reality. Is an excuse to
Wasn't that her
never
name?
make change.
No. I'm not
I'm
saying.
suggesting
She was a
change.
part of the. She was like.
I agree with you.
Trump's-
Change is
Oh,
always
I'm
needed.
talking
I hope that, man, you know, these parents go out and do what they supposed to do for these kids. But let's be honest, bro. Like, they about to go to Walmart. They're going to go to Dollar Tree. They're going anywhere that they can to find the cheapest way to save $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're
so
saying.
they can do other things with the remaining money.
I hear what you're saying, nephew.
That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
That there should be caring people
in there I agree
somewhere,
with you. It should be.
and somebody should care about the kids getting it, even if it's not the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's all I'm saying.
Send your kids to Kip. Kip actually looks out for these kids.
I like Kip.
It's working good.
You used to work for Kip?
Used to work. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
You know,
don't send your
Kip-
kids to Kip because you might have me might be in there teaching them. I don't know. I don't know what you teaching them Spanish, Meek. I don't know.
Chill, Mo.
Well, look, fellas, we have exhausted our topics for the day.
I ain't got nothing else.
We have fought through all types of production challenges.
Y'all gonna see it this week.
Who knows what this episode looks like? I have no idea how me and Meek have cut this up to give it to you all, but we hope you all have enjoyed
I say
it.
don't cut the shit. Let us rock out.
I
one
know.
time with our cocks
I
out.
clearly. Yes, I understand what you're saying. I got you. I'm gonna try to keep as much of it as I absolutely can. I promise. I have no idea.
But
what
something's
got
got
to
to go.
So I don't. Yeah. Something gotta look
That's
right.
that perfectionist bullshit.
It might be.
It's just putting out a quality product.
It's
I
put
get
out a
that.
quality
I get that.
product.
But
That's all
sometimes
it
we
is.
need that raw material that just be. Sometimes that raw shit be the quality.
I get you.
Oh, y'all dry when I don't talk.
Hmm?
I said y'all dry when I don't talk.
Oh,
Oh, you see me setting up
Yeah, I
there.
see-
Oh,
I
okay.
see
So now
you.
when you.
I said it sounds like all right.
He said, "Oh, it's time." Okay,
I
see you
thought
setting
you
up.
were about to play the song, so I was like, let me shut up.
I thought he was about to cut me off. Like, all right, that's it, bro. You just like doing too much.
All right. So it is time for your Quiet Storm. Part of a artist in the community, Thom has released a follow-up to his album White Walls, which is called Primer Pack, and it's got some additional songs that he just felt, everyone wanted to have. And so this one is on their special connection with this song a little bit.
I ask you after.
Yeah, ask me after. So shout out to Thom. Shout out. Have y'all ever? Would y'all wear y'all shoes on the beach?
Like tennis shoes?
Like nice shoes, period. Dress shoes.
Dress shoes.
Or any kind of shoes?
I wear my dress shoes on the beach
On a
if I'm at
special
wedding.
occasion?
I mean,
At a
I've-
wedding.
I've
At a
worn-
wedding, right?
I've
Yeah, I
worn
wear them.
Chucks at the beach, but that was about it.
Okay. But you wouldn't, but I mean, have you been to a beach wedding? If you went to a beach wedding, you're not about to go to a beach wedding with slides on.
I thought they put on like sandals with their suits. I swear to God, like no.
He is vicious.
No lie, bro. I thought when they went to weddings in the beach, like in the sand, when they had the chairs set up in the sand on the water and stuff, I thought they put on their suits, but they wore like slides or flip-flops.
I can't even.
Yo, y'all niggas
I can't even
vicious.
think about what you saying right
Slim,
now, Cruz.
these
Because
niggas-
right now in my
Hey,
head,
Slim,
I got
he is-
Meek. Right now in my head, Meek is in a black button-up with black slacks, a black do-rag,
It's some Yeezy slides.
and not even Yeezy,
Where did do-rag
Adidas
come
slides or
from?
something like that, or some Nike
Where
slides.
did
Like
that
just
come from though?
because he had the do-rag on when he pulled up.
He said, "I'm gonna keep it 100."
If you gonna put slides on, you gotta have the do-rag on. Why you got your slides on and not your do-rag? Where you
He
ever
said-
that you got your slides on and not your do-rag?
That
I
is
don't wear
crazy. We're sitting here saying, I'm taking it off for the pictures. Oh my god.
So now you barefoot or you just got the long pants to cover your feet?
No, he taking his do-rag off.
Oh, the do-rag. I mean, then you just gonna have a line going across your face
Hey,
in all the pictures. you gonna make the there's 700 photos, Meek. He gotta go in here and take the line off your forehead in 700 photos.
Hey yo,
Alright.
why you tie your do-rag so tight any goddamn way?
Because it don't stay on.
and
And then
no
why
matter
you
how
got it
tight-
as a string? You're
'Cause it don't
supposed to
stay
have
on
it as the
otherwise.
nice little ribbon
'Cause it
going
don't-
across. Like you're not supposed to
I be-
have the
nah, I be
string
having
around.
the line. I be
no,
having the line.
y'all are.
I don't know.
And-
Maybe I'm tying my do-rag
And it don't
wrong.
matter how loose you tie it, it's still gonna leave a line.
Name of this song is called Pradas in the Sand. Special song for me because part of it was inspired by my good man who was at my wedding with me. So the Pradas in the Sand.
Who wore Pradas at they in the sand?
Ty more Pradas in
I
the
can see
Sand. So here we go.
I can see it.
So this is your Quiet Storm. It's a nice, cool vibe. I really like the beat. Name of the song is called Pradas in the Sand, and it's off Ty Tom's new project, Primer Pack. So I want you go ahead and check that out. Thank you all again for season 4, episode 12 of the Kill Podcast. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And we will catch you all next time. Here's Pradas in the Sand by Ty Tom.
Yeah. Look. I had the Pradas in the sand at the matrimony for my man. Resort to all inclusive, got my niggas all in the plane. He found the one already, know I can. And I can't wait until I get my chance. Ay. But until then, I'm still assimilating similes and ducking Sally Mae until that bitch gonna stop billing me. Rest in peace to Bob Saget, but I need a full house of hoes. The 5 M's, man, however it goes. Yeah. Honduran bitch, I got it touching the toes. I'm the Reaper boy, I'm snatching the soul. Yeah. Gotta take the cons with the pros. I had Kenan and they turned into foes. I got these roadmaps and I ain't letting up on. I still got some sleep that I ain't catching up on. I turned to a diamond when that pressure was strong. Praying everything will work out. I promise I won't break down. And everything will work out. I promise I won't break down. Praying everything will work out. I promise I won't break down. Praying everything will work out. I promise I won't break